That's very well put. Strapped to the rocket. That's exactly what it was. There was nobody ever in the history of this business, and I don't believe there's ever been nobody since then, or there probably will be, that was more over in America than Hulk Hogan. I mean, the WWF at that time was the vehicle, but Hulk Hogan was driving it, brother. And when they brushed me up against him, as we called it, that gave me a seal of approval that has lasted with me through today. And I mean, you got to realize, guys, the business was on fire at that time. I mean, that's at the advent of the first WrestleManias. It's at the advent of the first merchandising things. You're talking about the action figures and the cartoon shows and the record deals and the rock and wrestling collection. All that stuff was happening right then, and I was lucky enough to be born in the right decade and be in the right place. And Jimmy Hart has said this better than anybody. I'll have to take a quote from Jimmy Hart. I can't take this. Jimmy said this, and I've used this quote, guys. The guys that were there in those 80s like that, somehow or another, we got woven into the fabric of America. And you know what, brother? It still remains the same, guys. I'll tell you why. Yours truly, Hillbilly Jim, I don't get paid for what I do. I get paid for what I did. I don't have my Sirius XM radio show because I'm Jim Morris. I didn't get put into the Wrestling Hall of Fame down in Texas because I'm Jim Morris. I mean, I don't get the keys to the city and places giving me wonderful interviews like this and me getting honorary college degrees because I'm Jim Morris. I got it because I was Hillbilly Jim. And fellas, don't think that I 100,000% grateful. I feel lucky and honored to have been a part of it. And that's why you never hear me saying anything disparaging about wrestlers or the wrestling business. Because, you know what, I had a wonderful run, and I know the president says he's going to make America great again. Listen, for Hillbilly Jim, America ain't ever stopped being great.